The following events are based on a true story. Whether or not they're represented accurately depends on my memory. And I have terrible memory.
I know a lot of people regret not going to prom when they're older, but I'm not one of those people, because I went. I do, however, regret taking a certain someone as a date. At the time of my prom, I was infatuated with my friend Maria, so naturally I wanted her to be my prom date. Wow, that animation does not do her justice. And the only other person that knew how I felt about her was Evelyn. Who am I kidding? Pretty much everyone knew I had a thing for her. It wasn't really... Yeah. Anyways, my plan was with the help of Evelyn, ask Maria to be my prom date. But one day, as I'm leaving the gymnasium, I noticed a large group of people. Now this could mean two things. Either someone's getting their booty beaten, or someone's getting asked to prom. Or both. So I want to go check it out. It turns out, someone was getting asked to prom, and that someone was Maria. I know. Tragic. Not only was she asked to prom, but the guy that asked her also gave her a freaking chihuahua.
Hey Maria, would Chihuahua go to prom with me?
Oh wow, dog, you just... Wow, yeah, of course I'll go to prom with you. Yeah, pro tip, if you're gonna give a girl a dog, make sure she wants one to begin with, because Maria wasn't able to take it since she already had 2 dogs back home. Come on, man, you can't just give your prom date a dog. It's a huge responsibility. Plus, who the hell wants a chihuahua? Those things are evil. So I went back home that day wondering what the diddly dong thing I'm gonna do. My plans had changed. I was no longer gonna roll up to prom with my crush. No, I was gonna roll up alone. And then it hit me. I'll just go to prom with my friends. Oh wait, I don't freaking have any. Luckily, Evelyn, Maria, and my other good friend Belle were kind enough to let me tag along with their group. It definitely wasn't because I was 18, had a truck that could fit everyone, and was about to get my license. That definitely 100% was not the reason. Fast forward to about 3 weeks before prom. At the time, I was working at a frozen yogurt shop, and my coworker tells me that his girlfriend's sister needs a prom date. We'll call her Kim. I knew Kim. And just like Kim Kardashian, this Kim was also known for having a big heart. Women are not objects. This, of course, didn't pique my interest because I wanted my prom date to have a fat ass. I told him that I was just gonna go with some friends, but he insisted on me asking Kim, saying things like, but she's sad because she doesn't have a prom date. And I was like, that's too bad, but I really don't want to go with her. I also told him that I was friends with her ex, so it just didn't feel right. But he kept insisting. Every time I would go into work, he kept bringing it up over and over and over and over until finally, after years of him telling me to ask her, I decide to say yes. Fine, I'll do it. Can you just shut up? Oh my goodness. I'd also found out that Maria told the guy that asked her that she didn't want to go with him because she just wanted to go with friends, but felt pressured to say yes because he asked her in front of other people. He didn't take this well and thought it was because she was going with me instead. This caused him to get angry at me, but now that I think about it, there's no reason he should have thought that, since the only person that knew I was gonna ask her was Evelyn. Unless... no. Pro tip number 2, don't ask people to prom in front of an audience unless they're your significant other or you know for a fact that they want to go with you. So prom finally comes around, I get ready, put on my suit, and I'm just feeling like a freaking movie star. I go to Kim's house, we take a couple of photos, her dad tells me to keep her safe, I say maybe, and we head off. We all meet up at a sushi restaurant, and the entire time I couldn't help but keep glancing at Maria. She looked great. She was wearing a nice turquoise dress, her makeup was on point, I was chewing with my mouth open, and not to mention that having Kim as a date was freaking boring. I would have had a better time if I'd gone with Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Hey man, that's rude. You're right. She wasn't boring. She was stale. What? Huh?
I also had to go next door and buy her some pizza because it turns out she didn't even like sushi. What kind of a maniac doesn't like sushi? After we finished eating, we head over to the venue. It was this nice car museum that had a bunch of classic cars all around for people to check out, a dance floor, and this little retro looking ice cream place where the professional photos were being taken. Me and Kim walk around and check the cars out with some other people, and all I remember from that is that Kim wasn't even trying to make conversation. She was just being drier than SpongeBob in season 1 episode 3 minutes 7 and 28 seconds. Finally, we head to the dance floor, and after about 2 seconds, she gets bored and goes to sit down. Fast forward, we take professional photos, I get some ice cream, and just like that, she leaves me for another dude. What? We ended up pretty much avoiding each other for the rest of the event, which left me feeling confused and traumatized and worthless. Maybe I just wasn't as good of a day as I thought.
Maybe I was the boring one.
But I got some ice cream. Lucky for me, I get pulled to the side and taken into the secret room where I'm met with my friend Belle. Apparently, people had voted me and her for prom king and queen. This took me by surprise because who the heck would vote for me? I didn't even vote for me. I do have a little theory as to why I was chosen though.
It was rigged. Why?
Well, basically, me and Belle were really good friends, and I think they thought we would get together if we won prom royalty. She also worked with them during one of her class periods, which makes me wonder if she was in on it.
But hey, that's just a theory. Again.
They did also say that Belle tied with this other girl who I actually feel really bad for because she was kind of just put to the side. This does put it down my theory though, because it means the votes were actually real, but I just find it hard to believe that people would actually vote for me. Honestly, I don't think I deserved it. Yeah, I know, I'm humble. This is where things get extremely awkward. They do the announcement and have me and her ride off onto the stage in an old 1965 convertible Mustang. I know, pretty cool, right? But wanna know what's not cool? Me! I'm not cool, especially not in front of everyone I go to school with. We hop onto the stage, everyone's recording, there's flashes everywhere, I have no idea what's going on, so I stood there and asked Belle what to do, and she says, we just dance. So that's what I did. I stood there, awkwardly, and danced. Fast forward 4 years, and I find out that what we were actually supposed to do was dance together, as a unit. My hands on her hips, and hers on my shoulders. That's what she meant by we just danced, not us dancing separately. My anxiety was through the roof. My prom date ditched me, and I had no idea who to talk to. So as you can imagine, I was a little bummed out with how things were going. Here, you drop this, King. I actually ended up just dancing with some friends, and not to brag or anything, but I also got free ice cream for being royalty. I know, pretty cool. Pro tip number 3, win prom royalty to enhance your prom experience. The event ends, me and my friends head to my truck, and lo and behold, Kim has the audacity to ask me to take her and her friends back home. Why would I do that if you literally ditched me until now? I bought you pizza! Don't get me wrong, as much as I wouldn't have wanted to, I would have given them a ride. But there wasn't any room, and honestly, I feel like she lost that privilege when she ditched me, man. Like what? Like give her and her friends a ride? Maybe I'm just an asshole or something, but no. The night pretty much settled down from there. We went to go eat at America's favorite diner, and then we all went home. So yeah, that was my prom experience. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and have a good day. Honestly, man, yeah, just have a good day. See you guys next time. Woo! Let's go! Peace out! So I'm sitting here a couple minutes before I upload the video, and I realized that I didn't even talk about how I asked him to prom. And that's one of the major prom things to do. So, bonus little story time for those of you who stayed till the end. Basically, my coworker came and picked me up in the middle of the night and told me we were going to Kim's house. He had this sign that said you must be this tall to go to prom with me or something. He did all the work. And I just showed up, I held the sign, he told her to come outside. And yeah, she stood under it. It ended up being way shorter than her, so I had to lift it up. And that's pretty much it. Also, towards the end there, I know I said I didn't give them a ride. I didn't, but they found one. So yeah, it all worked out. Woo! Happy endings for everybody. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And peace out!